know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I've been working really, really hard on some of the things that I've been promising, and I'm so happy to talk to you all about my newest journal, which is called I titled this journal I Choose Me because last year was such a rough year for so many people, and during that time and through everything that went on, I had a lot of time to reflect and just look at where I was in my life and where I wanted to be. During this time of reflection, I found that I was stuck in some common situations over and over again because I wasn't choosing myself. And this is very common. A lot of times people choose their careers, they put their all into their families, their significant others, their children, but they forget the importance of choosing themselves. So I took this journey myself, and I figured, why not share this journey with so many other people? It's so important to take that time and say, hey, I have to work on me a little bit. The I Choose Me journal. So much went into the background on why I created this journal and who I wanted it to be for. So the biggest thing was I wanted to create a journal that was relatable and something that I knew people would use and that I knew would be beneficial. The very first thing you do when you open this journal is set your intentions. The very first writing prompt says, I will use this journal too. So you know what the journal is for. It's about how to choose yourself, and you're going to learn more about yourself. You're going to appreciate yourself more. You're going to identify those areas of opportunity that you want to work on in order to be a better you. So that will help you set your intentions for the journal. I really put a lot of time, a lot of love into making this journal. So know that it definitely comes from the heart. And it does come from a journey that I myself have been on. I'm not selling anyone a dream. I'm not making any fake promises or getting anyone's hopes up. But things will start to look up for you and things will start to change once you do the work. For me personally, I was choosing everything except myself. Yeah, I treat myself to lunch or dinner with the girls every now and then and order a bunch of stuff online. But that's not what I really needed to do. I really needed to do the work inside to figure out what it meant to really choose myself and what that looked like. I was one of those people who you have to put your all into your career. Your career is all you have. Your name is all you have. And it was more than that. And I had to learn that there's so much more to life. So no, you may not get it on your first go around in this journal. You may get it after 6 pages of this journal. There is no time limit, but the goal, my goal for everyone who takes part in this is just that you learn how to be kinder to yourself. Love yourself a little bit more. Learn how to spend more time with yourself. For some of you, even taking 15 to 20 minutes a week, a day to do this is that self-care and that self-love that you haven't been giving yourself. Use myself. And it's a very common scenario because so many of us choose our careers, our significant others, we choose our children, we choose our friends, we choose our family members over ourselves. And while, yes, we are loving, we're caring, we're dependable, at the end of the day, we're neglecting ourselves, and our cup is just pouring and pouring and pouring and running out until we have nothing else to give. So I created this journal in hopes of reaching you right before your cup gets empty or reaching you in enough time so that you can fill it back up and learn ways to fill it back up. The journey of putting yourself first is not going to look the same for everyone. It was different for me and it's going to be different for everyone else. And I don't expect for everyone to do the same thing. We all neglect ourselves in different ways. We all have ideas of what self-love and self-care look like. So it's going to be a different experience. But my hope is that the end result is that you go through the process, you go through the journal, you dedicate the time, and in this reflection process, you identify the areas that you need to work on. You identify your triggers and why you automatically say yes when someone asks you something. Or why is it so bad to say no? Once you identify those areas of opportunity, you can work on them and then you grow from them. And that's the ultimate goal, is to grow, to be better, to become the best version of yourself that you can be. How can you fully live in your purpose and fully exercise the gifts that God gave you if you can't even reach deep down enough within to access that? You can't. You're only giving a piece of you here and a piece of you there. And that's not what God intended for you to do. God doesn't want us to do anything halfway. When we do things and we attach God's name to it, it should be done decent and in order, and it should be done with our whole selves, our whole hearts, because that's how He destined it to be. So, I really hope and pray that you enjoy this journal, that you take all of what you learn with you moving forward, and that it'll inspire you to inspire someone else. Because while it is my purpose to inspire and uplift others, you know, that spreads, word of mouth spreads. If you say, hey, I did this journal prompt and it really made me think about where I was neglecting myself, share that with someone. They may be neglecting themselves too. It's all about the end result for me. So I'm looking forward to hearing stories. I want everyone who purchases this journal and goes on this journey to share your story. You can share it with me via Instagram, tag me, send me pictures of you and your journals. You can share it via email. Also in my inbox, you can share it via Facebook. If you're a private person and you just want me to know how it's touched you, I appreciate that as well. You can send me private messages, emails. I just really want everyone to get to a point where you understand where you want to improve and you take the steps to do it. And I know it's not easy. It wasn't easy for me. And there are moments where I find myself sliding back into putting things where they don't need to be on my priority list. But because I've gone through the journey and I now know what I need to do, I can quickly say, okay, let's get back to it. This goes down to number 9 and we're moving this all the way back up to number 2. So I hope you enjoy. Journal away, and please send me all of your stories and all of your feedback.